This will be trash can?
I'm pretty sure this is trash can.
Okay, marry me, take one. Welcome back to HM and Big E Review Things. Today, this is episode 2. I mean, are we giving away our grades by titling these as trash can?
You know it's not a good movie. You know this is not something that you can talk a lot about, or unless you're just destroying it. That's the only way you can talk about this movie.
Okay, so this is trash can number 2, and the movie that we're talking about is Marry Me.
Marry Me, yep.
Starring Jennifer Lopez, Owen Wilson, and
a bunch of other...
The little girl, and there was the assistant was somebody, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It doesn't
we watched
matter.
This movie some time ago, but we wanted to review it because it's so bad.
It doesn't really matter who's in it because it's really J-Lo's show.
Correct, and I think she is an executive producer or a producer in the movie.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Really shows.
It totally shows. This movie, obviously you go in, you're thinking, this is not going to be great, but some rom-coms have been good.
Yes.
50 First Dates. What's another rom-com that's pretty good? 10 Things I Hate About You, right?
Notting Hill?
Notting Hill?
Stuff. Yeah, old stuff like that, right?
I mean, I don't remember Notting Hill.
Okay.
But some of the rom-coms can be good.
Yeah. I'm not against rom-coms. I understand, especially with rom-coms, some of the specific details of the plot and coincidences are just kind of
it's a feel-good movie.
Right.
And hopefully it's told in a way that, you can watch and say, okay, yeah, it's fun. It's a fun movie.
Right. And I think a lot of rom-coms hinge on the chemistry between the main characters.
Yes. And sort of, I don't know what you call it, believability
of their journey.
Their journey.
How they meet, how they eventually, of course, kind of separate and
then...
At
the airport.
And...
Then they come back together.
Back. Yes. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way. J-Lo plays in the movie. J-Lo plays a fictional
celebrity,
singer, superstar, celebrity.
Yes, who's named Kate Lopez. Is it Kate Lopez? Something like that.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think it is. Look it up.
Okay.
I don't know how to remember that. It's Kate something. Kate something.
Okay. Anyway, and so. Again, this is so clearly produced by her. She's some mega superstar, loved by millions and millions of people worldwide. And the big thing is her and her boyfriend,
her
younger
sexy
fiance,
boyfriend,
yeah, who's also a performer.
He's an actual singer.
Yes, he's a Latino singer.
He's a Latino singer. He's like 24.
Okay,
he's a really young guy.
Yep. So
and he plays
also accurate to J-Lo's dating history,
right? And basically. They were going to do a mega concert or something, which, by the way...
To announce their marriage? No, to actually get married.
To get married. But this is another thing that I really got... I don't know if it's a nitpick on this type of movie, but their mega concert looked like there was 400 people in the audience.
No, I think it was like a club. It was so small.
It was a club, and it was supposed to stream to 20 million people.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to fill the Sky Dome, right? Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Anyways, she finds out he's cheating or something with some assistant or something.
Yes.
So she gets angry. And the spur of the moment,
she marries someone in the crowd, and it happens to be Owen Wilson, who happens to be holding a sign that his friend made, and he didn't even want to come to the concert because he doesn't follow celebrity culture. So it's really going very hard out of their way to establish that this is a down-to-earth kind of guy who's really nice, and she chooses him as a spur-of-the-moment thing.
I mean, trying to throw in some logic here. Why is this guy even at the concert? I mean, are these tickets really hot to get? He just happens to have a concert ticket?
The friend gave it to... And
played by
Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman, who's trying her best to add some comic juice to this movie, but it just falls flat because nothing works in this movie.
Okay, and then so in the continuing story of Jennifer Lopez writes herself as the hero, she gets cheated on, and she decides she doesn't even need him. She's just going to marry this guy.
That's right, and the scene where it's close up on her face, like she, all the Oscar acting chops are coming out, right? She's like, "I will marry you," and she points to him, and he's like, "Me," and he goes up there,
and everyone's like, "Oh, go.
It's really, really corny and cheesy. He goes up there, they get married, and that's the movie.
And then the next day, oh no, it's John Bradley is the assistant.
Yes.
The guy from Game of Thrones who was also in Moonfall.
This poor guy is in Moonfall, which is garbage. He's in this movie, which is garbage. Anyway, this poor guy.
So the next day, the assistant goes to Jennifer Lopez's character and it's like, okay, so how do we get rid of this? This was clearly a mistake.
Yeah.
And then again, she's, no, I got to make choices on my own. I got to do things. I can't be seen as an erratic person. I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit to this.
That's right.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How can you do that?
Yes, and they start kind of hanging out with each other, and Jennifer Lopez finds out that Owen Wilson's a fun guy,
and he loves a daughter.
He's a daughter. He loves
math.
He loves math.
So tropey.
And he loves math, and I guess it's showing her humbleness. She goes to the classroom and acts like a normal person.
She just hangs out. She's just such a normal, relatable person. That even though these kids love her, she's ready to dance with them and do math with them.
Right. And another thing which is ridiculous was Jennifer Lopez's all her endorsement deals are in this movie.
Yeah.
She's with what are
Vitamix? They were using a Vitamix.
Right? She's with Coach or something.
Yeah.
Coach bag. She's like, just pick one of these 40 bags.
But it wasn't even, again, to further tick off Jennifer Lopez as an amazing person. These 40 Coach bags, when I'm done with them, I just give them to charities. And so
that was so laughable. So laughable. Like, how is she getting these lines out of her mouth? Like, is it written on the script, or her PR manager saying, like, no, you got to say this to make it sound good, okay?
No, and then so this is maybe, those lines are really egregious. Like, it really stands out even in the context of a rom-com. So something that's kind of more standard rom-com-y that I could excuse is that her level of celebrity and fame seems to fluctuate a lot. In terms of, like,
she's
millions of people. And she walks on the street.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like, just for a little while. No,
nobody's filming her. No one's going up to her.
That's less believable.
But
again, I'm okay. That's more standard rom-com stuff. I wish they had thrown in a few people and then she was, just respect. And
I think this might have even worked if it was a period piece. Like, she's a queen or something. Where, fine. But to make her a pop singer who is worldwide famous, I mean, it's just vanity project.
And then, and to further on, again, check more boxes, vanity project, she writes her own songs.
That's right.
And they're really touching and emotional. And she's really nice to her, like, recording crew and that kind of stuff.
That's right.
She wins awards. Like, this is... And she's like randomly also exercising. Jennifer Lopez. My wife always comments that Jennifer Lopez is in very good shape.
She is,
and so they do. There isn't one where I think she's just doing yoga or exercising.
Is she in a Peloton bike, which she endorses? She is.
I don't know.
Well, I just made that up, but like there are things like that where it's really in your face.
Yeah.
So the story is. Not much of a story. There's a point of tension.
The point of tension is the song that her and her original fiance wrote, which is called "Marry Me,"
which is pretty catchy.
I guess.
Okay, whatever.
That song is taking off and really popular, even though when they released the song, they end up finding that he cheated on her and she married some random guy. But the song caught on and is really popular. It is nominated for a Grammy
or something, and they want them to appear on the show together.
Right.
So it's going to be an even bigger moment.
But no, it conflicts with Owen Wilson's daughter's math Olympics or something.
Yes, that was ridiculous.
And that's the hard choice that she has to make.
Not just that, but remember... somehow her private jet doesn't work, so she's got to fly. And she's like, "I will give $5,000 to the next person
who can give me a ticket."
She flies Coach.
That's not how tickets work.
That's not how tickets work. And she's not mob at the airport, by the way.
No, exactly. Yeah, nobody cares. And she flies Coach.
There's a scene.
She's so nice to people.
Yeah, she's so nice to people on Coach, right? And there's a scene where they film her. Kind of trying to be a normal person on Coach, right?
Yeah.
They get to the Math Olympics, and it's...
and she, buys food for everyone, doesn't she?
She buys food on a credit card, I don't with her American Express card, right? Yeah. Ding, and then she gets to the Math Olympics, she runs to it, and she's, fully in this cool clothing, whatever.
And she's trying to help the daughter, she arrives at the perfect time when the daughter is struggling with a question. Which, again, that's standard rom-com stuff. I'm okay with that. And then so she reminds her of the distracting technique to help her focus and that kind of stuff.
That's right.
I do appreciate giving away this ending to this not very great movie, that the daughter doesn't come up with... She does come up with the right answer, but it's like a second too late or something. And so their team loses.
I mean, the whole thing doesn't make sense. Right? Why go to a math competition? And by the way, if Jennifer Lopez shows up at your math competition, no one is talking about math anymore. Okay? They're taking their phones out, taking selfies, and the math competition's over. Okay? That's what's going to happen in real life. But somehow these people don't care that she's the biggest celebrity in the world.
Yes.
And they just want to talk to her about math. And Owen Wilson, and there's a bad guy in the math competition.
Yes.
He's kind of a mean teacher.
Yes. And he's been in... I've seen him in... I remember when I saw him, I was like, I've seen him in something. I think he's in Silicon Valley. Anyway, good.
There's a lot of comedians thrown into this to try to save this movie.
Yes.
But all their things that they try to do, efforts are in vain because it's just not a funny movie. The setup is not funny. They're trying their best to throw in these lines to be a mean math teacher. Anyways, I forgot. Did they win the math competition?
No, they don't. That's the thing. That's what I was like. I'm surprised that they didn't.
Because it was sort of like a swerve.
Yeah, it was. That's the subverting expectations. Okay, that she comes and she helps, but she doesn't. They don't win. But the Owen Wilson has a nice moment with her daughter that it does, like you did solve it, and that is good, and they have a nice moment there. And then obviously because she's chosen to stay with them instead of their fame. She lives with them afterwards.
Well, she's still famous.
Of course.
So somehow she found balance in her life.
Yes.
She's down to earth, humble. She's going to the school to show them dance moves.
Right. But also
a worldwide celebrity.
Yes.
And the movie kind of ends.
Yes.
With more of her singing.
Right. Can you name any point in the movie where Jennifer Lopez's character is portrayed in anything but the perfect light?
I don't even think so, because even when she's sleeping, the makeup's on. No, not really. I don't know how this movie was made. Like, I'm trying to think through the process where...
I know how it was made. She has a lot of money, and she was like, I want to make this movie.
Were you sure? And let's put all the things I'm associated with in this movie?
Yeah, all the product placement paid for the movie. And I want to paint myself in the best light.
What about Owen Wilson? Poor Owen Wilson. He's trying his best.
I mean, he plays... This is a pretty standard character for him.
Yeah, lovable.
Yeah, goofy.
Down on his luck.
Yeah.
Kind of person,
I think that's pretty standard for him. I don't think this was a big ask.
Did they have chemistry?
No, I don't think so. Did you think they had any chemistry?
No,
I don't think so.
It was like he could have been easily replaced by anybody.
Yeah.
And they could have made this movie work, quote unquote.
So this is not a segment of why was this made. I see it clearly as a vanity project. She wanted to do it. She has the money to do it. She did it. She got her product deals in there. I'm sure they're driving a brand of car that she also endorses. I'm sure, like her clothes, all that stuff. It's all mentioned there, and we didn't really notice.
For the record, Jennifer Lopez is an incredible businesswoman. She's a great dancer.
Is she a good actress?
For the things she's been in, I think she's okay.
I mean, she's done rom-coms that are better than this.
Like Made in Manhattan?
My wife has seen that. I haven't seen that, but she said that was pretty good.
You haven't seen it. Even I've seen that.
Have you? I haven't seen it.
Matthew McConaughey?
Okay. And it's good? Or it's
she
better than
plays it pretty
this?
well. Because she plays a different character.
Yes.
When she's playing herself, it just doesn't come across as like anything that is that interesting.
Yes.
Right?
It's very inauthentic.
Yeah, I'd rather do the Main Man thing where, that type of story, fish out of the water, right? And, she does her standard stuff, like she sings and she dances. She's a good dancer, obviously.
Yes, there's parts in this movie where she sings and dances.
Look, everybody likes J-Lo, right? Jenny from the Block, but this was a weird choice to make into a movie. I would have chosen anything but this movie to make, if I were her. Why? Why do this movie?
Because it paints her in such a great light. Of course that's why you would make
Does she really need public... relations management? She's seen in a pretty good light already.
I think so. I don't know.
Right? And she's engaged to Ben Affleck now, Batman. Congratulations for J-Lo if you're watching this.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I don't keep up with this stuff too much. But
it's worldwide news, Alvin.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So, all right, maybe they'll release a song when they get married.
That's right.
So, yes, Jennifer Lopez, if you're watching... we also really like your work. Thank you for watching. Just like we thank Patrick Stewart. That should be our thing. We should be thanking celebrities for watching our... Okay, So after you've thanked Jennifer Lopez, what's your final grade on Marry Me?
It's it's a D. It's a D. Okay, it's probably not an F because it's a rom-com. Like, doesn't take itself too seriously. There's some enjoyable moments, but if this is trash can, it's not going to get higher than
a D.
D plus.
D, yeah, D plus. Yeah, anything C is not trash can.
Yeah.
This is a D minus for me. I feel like it's kind of like you're not even telling a story. It's literally just a commercial for herself. It's decently well enough shot, and I'm following the story, so I'm not like lost or confused. Some moments are kind of cute and okay. Definitely not an F. Definitely not an F. I gave an F to The Bubble. This is definitely better than that. So maybe D minus, maybe a D. It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good. But it is just, honestly, this is her ideal version of herself that she's putting on film, and she wants everyone to know that she's pretty. She's
so hard on J-Lo, man.
She's charitable. She's kind. She's down to earth. She's all of these things. But it doesn't. That's not a character. That's not an interesting character to tell a story with.
I guess that's a fair point.
Right? Yeah. Like this perfect character. There's no growth. There's no development. And so, yeah, I'm too hard on Jennifer Lopez. Sorry, Miss Lopez, if you're watching.
We still love you. I mean,
yes.
As a performer and actor, I think it's just a weird project. It just didn't make sense. Yeah.
Well, let us know if you've seen Marry Me. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think on what we think. Until next time, keep watching things. Hopefully not too much more trash can stuff, but keep watching things.
We have to keep doing trash cans because there's a lot of trash out there.
I know. I don't want to keep watching trash just for trash can segments.
I know, but you click in it, and then sometimes it becomes not so good, right?
Yes.
That's always going to happen.
That's true.
All right. Like and subscribe, and see you soon.